Black Adam trailer has come out, and I'll be honest with you guys, and I'm always honest with you guys, but let me just emphasize no lies here, okay? I'm being completely truthful with you. And when this was first announced to be popping off, and we saw like the first teaser like 2.5 years ago at DC Fandom of Black Adam, I had mentally set my bar so miserably low for this project that there's no possible way that I could go and see it and be upset unless it truly was the most dog shit piece of cinema ever made. Right? The only way would be to make another Justice League or Suicide Squad. Something just so shit that I couldn't help but to hate it. Okay? That's the only way. That's how low the bar is. I can't set it lower, because I'll never go to a movie as bad as Suicide Squad, the 2016 version, mind you. James Gunn's is awesome. Far enough away. Alright, so my bar is super low. And I saw the trailer, and I was like, you know what? This is what I want. And I'll show you my tweet. This was my initial response to the Black Adam trailer. Boom. Here we have it. All I want from Black Adam is meathead action. I'm not expecting anything deeper whatsoever. Would it be nice to delve into what makes Black Adam tick and have a story that resonates? Yeah. But if it's surface level storytelling with jaw-dropping action, I'll be satisfied. I go on to say, just for reference, I liked Aquaman for the same reason. The movie is big, goofy, and dumb, but it's fun. Just give me Dragon Ball Z with The Rock. And that's basically how I feel about it. As long as we get some cool action with The Rock beating the piss out of somebody, or him like going blow for blow, just literally having a Dragon Ball Z fight in the air. Like, if it's just the end, if it's the third act of Man of Steel, but with The Rock in it, hell yeah. That's what I want. Because I don't expect The Rock to do any acting. No acting. I don't expect him to shed a tear. I don't expect him to move me, surprise me, make me think. I don't expect any of that. I expect The Rock to be the fucking Rock and to kick some goddamn ass. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest. Like, think of the biggest action stars, like, in the history of cinema. Like Sylvester Stallone, Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Bruce Willis. All of these guys, I think, have separated themselves from The Rock, who, again, I think is on their level in terms of star power, marketability, all that. Putting butts in seats, The Rock is up there with the best of the fucking best. But all of those people I just named can act. Like, Sylvester Stallone, is he a meathead action star? Sometimes. But he can also crack out a Rocky. He can crack out a Creed or a Creed 2. Get nominated. Do big things. Win awards. Will Smith just won an Oscar. If Will Smith needs to be the genie in fucking Disney's live-action remake of Aladdin, he'll be that genie. Will that genie just be Will Smith? Yes, it will. But can Will Smith play the father of Venus and Serena in King Richard and win an Oscar as well? Yes. Tom Cruise, can he be charismatic, likable, fun, action star. Yes, but he can also make you cry. Bruce Willis, I don't even think we need to get into this. Bruce Willis, come on. One of the all-time greats. So many amazing performances, but also so many just meathead action movies. The Rock, I've never seen him capable of any of this. Can he be The Rock? Yes. And he's great at being The Rock. But I don't see much more underneath that. You know what I mean? So is The Rock going to move me? Probably not. But can he make me go, let's fucking go? Yes, he can. And that's important. And that's what I want to see in Black Adam. So I'm not expecting an emotional journey. I'm not expecting something deep and introspective. I'm expecting some fucking fights. Okay? I'm expecting some world-breaking stuff. I want to be sitting in my movie theater like this. I want the bass to be so loud when he uppercuts somebody into the atmosphere that it shakes, my teeth are chattering. It shakes the whole block. Like they're going to send in the National Guard because they think somebody set a bomb off, when in reality, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just uppercut Atom Smasher to Mercury. Alright? That's what I want. So, that's how I feel about it. And if that's all I get, then I'm going to be satisfied. Like I said with Aquaman. It was Jason Momoa. And even Jason Momoa, I think. I mean, I don't think... Could The Rock be called Drogo? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Aquaman is just a meathead. And we got crazy meathead action. He wrote like a giant Cthulhu creature from the depths of the ocean and like rode it into battle. You know? He had like these crazy trident fights with his brother. Yeah. So if we just get more of that, then it's fine. Because I know a lot of people talk a lot of shit on Aquaman, but Aquaman knows what it is. It's a fun blockbuster, and it's not asking too much of you. Just wants you to sit down and just vibe for 2 hours. Just vibe with some crab creatures, man. Just vibe with Jason Momoa, brother. Let's go on an adventure. Let's get a trident. Let's become the king of Atlantis, baby. There doesn't need to be anything else. So when we go see Black Adam, ladies and gentlemen, what do we want? Some fucking beatdowns. We want some fisticuffs. We want some brawling, baby. We want some superpowers, some lightning. A little Dr. Fate magic, some cyclones, a little atom smashing. You know what I mean? But if I get more than that, then I'm even more excited about it. Because my bar is here. So even if the movie's just here, then it's a win. But if the movie somehow is here, or here, then we're fucking excited. So my bar for like Multiverse of Madness, for instance, was probably like here. Okay? I'm expecting something about here. And I know this is a scientific method we're going with, but about here. My Black Adam is we're here. So anything within this range is a massive W. Now for reference, like Guardians 3 expectations are like fucking over the screen. That shit better change my life. I better be weeping by the end. I better be sobbing into my popcorn. That's what I'm expecting out of Guardians 3. So if it's worse than that, I'll probably be like a little bitch about it for like a month. I'll be like, eh. But then I'll like rewatch it once it comes out on digital or Blu-ray. on my fucking home theater setup downstairs, which is sick, by the way. Not to brag, but if you can afford it, get yourself a badass Dolby Atmos soundbar, some surround sound speakers. It'll change your fucking life. A big subwoofer. Woo! Like when I put on Star Wars or, you know, something with a lot of bass. Star Wars has a lot of bass because you have a lot of ships that are like taken off right by the fucking microphone and go, you know what I mean? So like when those things start powering up, the subwoofer starts going, the whole house is shaking. And I'm serious. That shit is insane. So you sit back, watch something in 4K with the crazy speakers, then you're like, it's not as good as the movies, but it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty good. So if you can afford it, get yourself a good soundbar, mount yourself a couple of surround sound speakers, a subwoofer, you'll be living the high life. I'm telling you. I don't know why I'm not back in full screen yet. But yeah. I'm telling you, even if you like movies, just like you watch movies pretty regularly, maybe once or twice a week you'll put on a flick. It's great. And even gaming is so much better. Because the surround sound speakers keep track of where your character is, right? So if this is your character and you're standing here and there's someone here in the foreground and you're talking to them, it just sounds normal. But if your character starts moving and they switch, now wherever you go, the speakers will change depending on where that character is. You know what I mean? So the gaming aspect of it is crazy. Plus, here's another plus. If you do this, now you're sitting at home, you're watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe TV shows, you're watching The Boys, you're watching Obi-Wan, you're getting the most out of the sound design because now you've got a quality speaker set and you're getting what you would never get because you're not going to go watch Obi-Wan the series in the movie theater. Anyway, that's my rant on getting speakers. But anyway, Black Adam, how do you guys feel about it? Let me know in chat. Like, do you think the movie will be like legitimately good? Like, I think it whatever your taste in movies is fine. Like, whether you think Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut of the Justice League is like legitimately good, or the Batman, or the Dark Knight trilogy, or James Gunn's Suicide Squad, or the Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame, whatever you think is like, this isn't just a good superhero movie, but this is just a good movie. You know what I mean? And there's a fucking difference. Agree or disagree? There's a good superhero movie, and then there's a superhero movie that's just a good movie. It's hard to explain, but a few fall into this category. Where it's just like, this is a good film. This is just a good film. Not just a good superhero movie, a good film. So if Black Adam ends up being a good superhero movie, then we're hyped. But if it ends up just being a good movie, I'm gonna be on cloud 9. I'll have 3 Black Adam posters back here, and there's only one movie obviously. So boom, gone. 3 of the same poster, Black Adam. Apparently, The Rock signed a deal meaning he can't lose a fight scene. I don't know if that's true or not. I doubt that's true. There's no way that's true, actually. Now that I read that, there's just not a chance. And if that is the case, then what the fuck, Warner Brothers? The Rock isn't that great. Oh, he's gonna go to Marvel. Well, isn't he gonna want the same deal over there? They're not gonna do that. Who could The Rock be in Marvel? If you had to cast The Rock as someone in Marvel, who would you cast him as? Keep in mind, He's not going to do much acting. He's going to be The Rock as whatever character. So if you pick The Thing, he's The Rock, but he's The Thing, but he's The Rock. You know what I mean? Not literally a rock, because I guess that's what The Thing is. He's rocks. But if you pick Doctor Doom, it's just going to be The Rock wearing a Doctor Doom costume. I'm not sure about Stallone, but the rest I agree with you. Stallone's good, man. Stallone has a lot of great performances. Okay, not like a lot of jaw-dropping performances, but he has more than one, and I don't think The Rock has any. Whereas, like, I think Will Smith probably has more. Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise, these guys probably all have, like, more consistently, but Stallone can get there at least. If you want to talk about, like, who's comparable to The Rock, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think. But I don't even think The Rock has anything as good as, like, Terminator 1 or 2. So, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm downplaying The Rock. I don't really know. Let's actually take a look at his filmography. Maybe I'm downplaying him. Maybe I'm being a little mean. But I don't think Dwayne Johnson's got any performances under his belt where you'd be like, that's the definitive Rock performance. Like, that Rock performance moved me. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me. But I don't think I am. Let's take a look. Young Rock, haven't seen it. Alright, WWE, sure. Fortnite. What the fuck is going on? Are we going to get to, like, something good? Alright, Red Notice. I saw this movie. He was just The Rock in that. Free Guy. Okay, he didn't do anything. Jungle Cruise. I watched, like, the first half of, and it was so bad I turned it off. But he was just The Rock in that. Jumanji. The Rock. He was The Rock in this. Ballers, I haven't seen. If anything, I've seen the trailer for Ballers, so if anything, Ballers would be it. In all the Fast and Furious movies, he's just The Rock, but a little kind of more serious until later on. Skyscraper, I haven't seen, but that's a one where he's got, like, one leg. He's just The Rock on one leg, probably. Rampage, I haven't seen. Baywatch, I haven't seen, but I can't imagine he's given his definitive performance in that. Moana, he was good as Maui. He was just animated The Rock, though. I don't think I'm being, like, Hercules. I think he tried. Like, he was a little more serious in Hercules. He was, like, flexing his acting muscles. But this movie sucked. Pain and Gain, I haven't seen. I haven't seen a lot of Rock movies. I'm not gonna be up here lying to you guys like I'm a big Rock fan. But it's not like I'm against The Rock. You know, I think I'm making a pretty fair point. With The Rock, he's just an action guy. You know? And he's not going to give you a performance that will ever make you cry. Or get close. Or even think that you're sad. But he can punch some people. Even Cena has proven to have more range than The Rock. I agree. And I would have said the same thing about Cena before Peacemaker. But I think there's a well to tap from. Cena's at least taken some risks. And Dave Bautista as well, who plays Drax, I think, taking some risks. Showing some range. Wants to be taken seriously as an actor. Not just a big fucking guy that shows up. So yeah. I don't think The Rock's doing that. I'm not saying he couldn't. Just saying he doesn't care. He's The Rock. What's he need to be introspective and emotional for, or, you know, good at acting? When he can just be good at being The Rock. And he's good at that. And that's acting. I mean, I don't think that's how he is in real life, but he's good at being that character. So, just do that in everything. Put on different costumes and be that guy. Sometimes you're a little more serious, sometimes you're a little more goofy, but you're in a certain range, pretty much. I'm not hyped. The Rock as Black Adam is my first choice. However, I can see it. Dr. Fate is honestly really compelling me to watch this movie. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just do what I've done. It just set that bar low, baby. And if you go in the movie and all you want to see is some cool action, just set it low. It might be hard. It might be hard. I know it might be. But just say, listen, I'm not that invested. If it's just fun, then it's fun. I don't need something as good as the Batman. I just got the Batman. I don't need Peacemaker. I just got Peacemaker. Just give me something dumb. You're in the money. See, the problem with me in the MCU is my expectations are too high. I'm expecting Infinity Wars. I'm expecting Winter Soldiers. I'm expecting Civil Wars. I'm expecting Endgames. I'm expecting Iron Man 1. That's my problem. I'm expecting Guardians 1 and 2. Every time I go to one, I'm expecting. Because I've seen them reach that level. Consistently make good superhero movies. And some movies that break out of I'm a good superhero movie into I'm just a good fucking movie. I'm just a good flick. Put me on. I'm good. With the DCEU, I was already trained from a young age to expect the worst. So if I expect the worst and it's better than the worst, then I'm good. So just expect the worst with the DC Extended Universe. You'll never be disappointed. That being said, if there's a Suicide Squad 2, expectations are off the screen as well, again. So you gotta temper expectations based on what you're likely to see. Are you likely to get a crazy good performance out of The Rock? No. Can you change him being Black Adam? No. So, temper your expectations to what you expect to see. Not what you want to see, what you expect. And what I expect from The Rock is some bone-breaking action.